Hi, everyone. Hope you can all hear me. Welcome to today's webinar on SAP Litmos. I hope everybody is safe and coping well. It's really good to see restrictions in Australia being eased now, so life can finally get back to normal. These have been really challenging times for all of us, I think. We will be making a start shortly, just waiting a couple more minutes for any late joinings. I can see a few more joining in now, so just wait another minute or so and then we'll make a start. Okay. Let me quickly introduce you to the speakers today. Firstly, I'd like to welcome Pedro Farias from SAP to the panel today. Good afternoon, Pedro. Pedro, are you there? Just make sure you're not on mute, Pedro. For those who don't know Pedro, he's an account executive with SAP ANZ team and has been a key contributor for SAP's Litmos success in Australia over the last 4 years. Thanks for making the time today. I am sure the attendees will gain a lot of insights, valuable insights from your time today. Next on the panel, we have Paritosh Thanki from Inc. IT Solutions.
Hey, Kabir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you, Pari.
Yes.
He's the head of business sales for the ANZ region. He has been associated with Inc. IT for many years now, but has come on board in a permanent position from mid last year. Welcome, Pari.
Thanks, Kabir.
Lastly, it's me, Kabir Bawa. I am one of the founders of Inc. IT Solutions and hold the position of Chief Operating Officer within the company. Since the first day, my goal has been to make Inc. IT Solutions a market leader by anticipating what customer trends and needs are, and then provide them with a solution that best suits them. SAP Litmos is one such solution. Okay, let's make a start. So here is a quick look at the agenda for today. Firstly, we would like to highlight how training can benefit in this time of change and challenge. We would then take you through the product offerings of SAP Litmos and a brief introduction of each of them. We then get to hear from our guest speaker, Pedro, about how every customer-facing role in your organization can benefit from an effective training program. From there, we take you through some customer success stories. And lastly, we would like to highlight some of the key differentiators of this platform. Moving on, here are a few housekeeping items that I want to tell you about. We will be recording today's session, and we will be sending a copy of this recording to all the attendees after the webinar. If you have any questions during the webinar, please submit them in the chat window. We will be hosting a Q&A session at the end, and we'll aim to answer all of those questions then. We will also be doing a couple of polls during the session to gauge what your backgrounds are. Okay, just want to give you a quick overview about Inc. IT Solutions. Who are we? We are a boutique business solutions company in Australia. Started in 2014 with SAP as the main focus. Our presence is now in UAE, United States, with a global delivery center in Bangalore, India. We are a proud SAP partner with strengths in SAP Customer Experience Cloud products like Sales, Service, Commerce, and Customer Data Cloud. We also work extensively in SAP SuccessFactors and more recently, the SAP Litmos platform. We have a team of over 130 consultants globally, and about 70 of them are SAP certified consultants. One of our biggest strengths is to provide proof of value solutions for our customers. We gather their main pain points and develop a solution to suit their needs with no obligations at all. This way, our customers can see and feel the value of the solution straight away. And it also gives them confidence to drive adoption and also measure success. This proof of value is a key to our success and offered on all our products. That's just a quick snapshot of Inc. It's time we take a deep dive into Litmos now, and who better to take you through that, some of the key offerings than our expert panelist, Paritosh. Over to you, Pari.
Thanks, Kabir. Thanks for the introduction as well. Right. Hello to everyone, and thank you for making the time to join us today. I'd like to begin by showcasing a quick introduction about video about SAP Litmos.
Welcome to SAP Litmos. In the next few minutes, you'll learn why SAP Litmos is the standout choice among learning management and content systems for companies of all sizes. We'll walk you through the product at a quick pace and a high level and show you where you can find more information if you want to take a deeper dive. Let's get after it. No time to waste. SAP Litmos was created to track and accelerate learning and raise retention of information in your workforce. With SAP Litmos, managing employee and partner performance, customer success, risk mitigation, and security training is a snap. We designed it to make your life easier and give you the tools to serve, assess, and report on the training your employees need. It's not just easy for you, we make it easy for your learners as well. Our award-winning learning platform can be accessed by anyone, virtually anywhere, and on any device. We are proud to call our LMS customer-focused, and in fact, over 70% of the features in our new releases come straight from our community. SAP Litmos was built with a major focus on customer experience, security and scale, automation and integration, accessibility, and overall epic engagement. With millions of active users in over 130 different countries across almost every major industry, SAP Litmos has the chops to take on anything you can throw at it. So yes, we've seen it all. We have your unique situation covered, and we can help you with it all, giving you access to a wide range of LMS features, including course creation, managing instructor-led training, assessments, gamification, certification, e-commerce, advanced reporting, and much, much more. SAP Litmos not only comes equipped with the latest in LMS innovation out of the box, but it also allows users to take advantage of thousands of off-the-shelf video lessons and courses, resulting in immediate ROI and less work for you. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. Now that you have a high-level understanding of what SAP Litmos can bring to the table, you should give it a try. Head over to litmos.com today for your free trial.
As you can see, the numbers don't lie. SAP Litmos has over 22 million users worldwide who have completed over 1 billion courses on the platform. Having received over 50 industry awards for customer satisfaction, best HR software, and numerous awards for being the best learning system consistently for the past many years. Litmos has a customer base that spans over 6,000 companies who are varied across many different industries, as you can see here. With users in over 130 countries, the content is available in different languages as well. This brings us to our first survey. We'd like to know if you have been impacted by the travel restrictions due to COVID-19. The options are simple. Yes, if you are working from home. No, if you have been going to your workplace. Or you're welcome to enter a different answer in the chat box. Kabir, while I get the poll up and running, can you tell us how have you managed to adapt this change for Inc. IT?
Sure, Parin, yes. Look, I'll be lying if I said we haven't been impacted at all. But I think overall IT companies have fared well compared to other sectors. At Inc. IT, one of our key objectives is to deliver solutions quickly and at low cost. As it is, we try and cut costs for our customers by giving them options of implementations with our remote and offshore models. I think one thing that everyone has now come to realize is that if you have the right tools and resources and you maintain a good connect with the customers, a lot can be accomplished even remotely. Last month, we implemented a project in 4 weeks. All of that was done remotely with no issues at all. Tools like Litmos and other cloud products help you achieve this very easily.
Fantastic. I think we've got a lot of the results in. No surprises here. We've got 76% have been impacted, 14% have been going into work, and we've got about 10% who have entered some answers in the chat box. Right, and they have been impacted as well. So as expected, many of us are forced into this new way of working. SAP Litmos fits in quite well in this environment. I'd like to talk about training in this time of change and challenge. In a recent survey that was carried out by the Australian HR Institute, participants were asked what success looked like in managing the impact of COVID-19. And the theme of the responses had keywords like employees engaged, employees supported, employees motivated, minimal impact on mental health, and minimal impact on productivity. How can you replicate this success in your enterprise? SAP Litmos was quick to respond to this change in status quo. They made available a free platform called the Remote Readiness and Productivity Academy, which is available until the end of June. This platform gives you access to learning paths that focus on best practices in remote working, maintaining highest levels of hygiene and mental wellness, and developing leadership in these changing times. Now I'd like to highlight some of the challenges that a training program for any enterprise can face during this time of change. As we saw in our survey earlier as well, there has been a massive shift to work from home. Around 88% of organizations have encouraged or required their employees to work from home. 91% of teams in Asia Pacific have implemented these arrangements since the outbreak. Having a learning management system like SAP Litmos, which offers off-the-shelf content to choose from, can help the learning and development teams to open up a wide variety of courses for its users to consume. Most of the LMS in the market are not simple for admins to implement or administer content. This leads to confusing e-learning and offers lack of reporting to the business. With SAP Litmos, you're up and running in a matter of days with its bulk data migration tools, advanced reporting dashboards helping in getting vital feedback to assess the effectiveness of the learning right away. You might need an LMS system to be mobile friendly, giving your employees the ability to learn remotely at their own pace. Traditionally, LMS applications have been suited for desktops, thereby restricting their use on the field. For example, if you're at a customer site and you need to quickly go through a checklist of product features, opening the app will deliver you the content with seamless look and feel. The SAP Litmos apps are native and free to install. Travel restrictions may affect in-person learning programs in today's environment, but capability building needs to continue in order to advance in long-term goals. It is important in these rapid evolving times to reinforce the link between business outcomes and longer-term capability building. Learning doesn't occur only in one-off discrete events. It should be thought of as a broader learning journey that lasts for 12 to 18 months and ties clearly to business outcomes. You can migrate the in-person learning sessions to the digital platforms with multiple tools that Litmos offers. Some of these tools are instructor-led training modules and bulk upload of learning material. We'll be covering some of these features in detail in the upcoming sections of the webinar. Time for the second survey of the day. With this, we'd like to gauge everyone's training needs. Which of the below best describes your organization's training focus? It could be your employees, maybe your channel partners for them to get product training. It could be for your customers and prospects, or all of the above. If we haven't captured your focus, please share it with us in the chat window. I will just kick off the second poll as well. It should be on your screens about now. So I encourage everyone to please join in and tell us what your training needs would be. Yep, answers are flowing in. It's quite a mix result that we're getting. In a lot of the cases, we do get feedback that most of employee training, channel partners, customer and prospect training is something that an enterprise needs. All right, I think we've had a lot of the responses in. Right, let's share the results. So as you can see, it's a diverse of about 31% for employees, some people who need channel partner training, customer and prospects, all of the above. We've got some answers in the chat box as well. Education, fantastic, yeah, right. All right. So we have a nice diversity today, and I'm sure that you'll all have some takeaways from today's session. Now let me take you through SAP Litmos's product offerings. These are very straightforward and are broken down into three categories: the CX internal, the CX external, and the training course catalogs. The CX internal version is designed for the employees and contractors of the organization. The CX external is designed for partners. That could be your dealers, franchise owners, resellers. With SAP Litmos, partner training becomes easy and automated. You can create and distribute partner-focused training to get them up to speed on brand messaging, products, and procedures. All activity is tracked so that you know which partners need an extra push to reach competency or achieve the certifications. Training for your customers and prospects enables you to add value to what you already sell by deepening customer knowledge and interest in your products. I'd like to highlight some of the industry real use cases where Litmos has really helped clients achieve their goals in LMS. In the retail sector, customer training may seem like something companies have to do, especially in industries like tech, consumer electronics, insurance, automotive, but it really should be something that they want to do, considering its far-reaching benefits. Not only does training increase customer engagement and loyalty, it also reduces service calls, drives adoption and upsells, and provides an instant platform to marketing other products. The next one I want to highlight is non-profit organizations. The need for training platform here is as much, if not more, for profit companies. You've got diverse, widely dispersed people to train, from employees and volunteers to donors and board members. But managing training can't feel like heavy lifting. There isn't time, resources are stretched, and budget is tight. Companies like Guide Dog, Hire Hero are leveraging LMS to empower their employees and volunteers. Healthcare companies such as EMDs, Christchurch Health, trust SAP Litmos for essential online training to improve the patient experience and streamline the revenue cycles. With SAP Litmos, patient access and revenue cycle staff learn best practices and develop key skills quickly and efficiently. Now I'd like to pass it over to Pedro, who will talk about the training content offerings in some depth. Over to you, Pedro.
Hi, Pari. Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. My name is Pedro Farias. As per introduction earlier, I'm an account executive for SAP, but my background is actually SAP Litmos. I was in the company since the introduction to Litmos in Australia, which was early 2018. Litmos Direct is a bit different from the Litmos CX version. Today, I'm going to be covering a little bit of both. I think there's place that you can still use. One of the best things that we bring in Litmos, obviously, our content. In 1996, Bill Gates wrote an essay titled "Content is King." In a nutshell, he basically argues that when you go to the movies or you go to the cinema, you rarely remember which role you said or how the chair looks, but you always remember the movie. Same is true when it comes to learning management systems. It's very important to have a capable learning management system, but it's also very important the content that you're actually sharing with your audience. When it comes to Litmos, and specifically Litmos Directs, they have a very, very wealth of knowledge of doing courses for many, many years. The library has over 1,000 different courses covering a wide variety of subjects: training, sales, leadership, compliance, and much more. In short, engaging design to drive retention. I'm gonna cover some of the Litmos Direct course library that I think might be of interest for you guys in the future if you choose to Litmos as a platform. So basically, there are two options then. The way Litmos actually offer the library, we separate content in compliance, which there's 140 titles based in Australian and New Zealand legislation, or soft skills. There's over 1,000 titles in the library. The compliance library covers all the mandatory HR subjects such as bullying, sexual harassment, equal employment opportunities, privacy, and so on. Those subjects are delivered in different styles, which allow our customers to target the audience and also rotate content to avoid learners fatigue. All our content is actually maintained as well. So if there's change to legislation, SAP must make change to the courseware to ensure that our audience is always compliant. When it comes to soft skills, Litmos has a very wide range of topics, varying from personal and professional development, IT and computing skills, but also well-being, which is very important right now. There's an on-demand sort of service, so Litmos keep adding content to the library based on the demands of the market. When it comes to consuming content, what we've seen over the years is there's basically a push and pull sort of arrangement for most of our clients. When it comes to compliance, it's pretty much a push exercise where HR or compliance managers, training managers are pushing content that is mandatory for the audience. When it comes to soft skills, it's more likely that people will be pulling the content out of the library. So basically, if you want to learn a little bit about time management, you can then just go to the library and assign that to yourself. All right. Okay, I think Barry, if you want to move on to the next slide so we can see some of the different user personas that may be able to benefit from using a platform such as SAP Litmos. So obviously nowadays there's a very complex ecosystem for every organization. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the different personas that might be able to benefit from accessing training remotely or training on the go. I'd like to start by talking about the sales. In sales, we often on the road, we often pitching new ideas to clients that have completely different requirements. So from the sales perspective, training can increase productivity in books of sales channels by enabling salespersons with the information they need to know on the products and services they are selling, and by keeping them updated to the latest sales playbooks and methodologies. Same is true nowadays for companies that engage with contractors. More companies are relying on contractors or contract workers. Due to flexibility on number of employees they can have or in saving costs, this is becoming more and more evident on the workplace. In order to make sure that your contractors have the same level of knowledge as your internal employees, training is potentially the best weapon you have available. Be able to push content to external audience is very powerful. Same is true for your supply chain. So when you look at your supply chain, the market nowadays actually expects them to know as much about your product as some of your own employees. So with Litmos, we can allow third parties to go on to access the same training that you would push to your own employees. If that makes sense. I think, Perry, you're going to be sharing a video of a local example.
You'd like me to start the video, Pedro?
Sure, thank you.
Intrek are an interior refurb and construction company.
We deal with a large range of different types of projects, areas like government, retail, commercial fit out.
So the most important thing in terms of training to Intrek is safety and making sure that each role has a specific learning path.
Intrek wants to try and take a more targeted approach to each of its construction teams across all of our states, and that's why we like to use Litmos, because it's a tool that helps us create targeted learning approaches.
Being a construction company, our workers are often out on site. Litmos enables them to learn on the go through their phone. Prior to Litmos, we were using a different LMS system, which was quite generalised throughout the company. We didn't get the opportunity to really target and train our guys.
Litmos is a great tool because it simplifies everything down to a point. You can create just about anything that you need to meet a certain training need, and it is delivered effectively, delivered quickly. It's almost limitless opportunity right there.
Litmos has enabled us to interactively learn, and we are able to create something that's our own.
Thank you, Pedro, for giving us all the insights into the local success stories. Some of the numbers that you mentioned are really impressive and highlights why SAP Litmos is a game changer in the current market. Like Pari mentioned in one of the earlier slides, Litmos has been a recipient of multiple awards due to its ease of use and rich set of features, including some of the ones that are listed on the slide here. I will take you through some of these features now. Firstly, native course builder. Litmos allows any authorized user to easily assemble a complete course without any instructional design or programming knowledge. The courses can be in PowerPoint slides, they can be videos, images, recorded web sessions, and most importantly, they can be an instructor-led live training session. Assessment engine, what is this? It allows team leaders to create a new assessment. They can create tests, quizzes, surveys, and a number of options to control how they are delivered and made available to the learners. Self-registration. Now, this is very important. Since this learning platform is intended to be made available not only to your internal staff, but also to your partners, distributors, suppliers, and customers, it is easy to provide access to all of them via the self-registration link. It's hassle-free. Powerful library management. Because Litmos has one of the best and the largest course content libraries available, it becomes very important to have a strong library management system. This allows users to manage courses, organize them by topics or subjects, and keep them updated and relevant. They can load new courses, they can provide access to users through multiple paths, including powerful search capabilities. All of this with so much ease. Gamification. This one is interesting, as this helps provide additional motivation to the learners by features such as points, badges, and leaderboards to make learning more engaging for them and help making them an integral part of the system. Open APIs. Litmos offers a broad set of APIs that facilitate integration of Litmos learning platform with other applications and systems. Some of these are Salesforce, Zoom, WebEx, GoToTraining, Shopify, and many others. It has 30 plus connected applications which are out of the box integration available. Just plug in and play. Last but not the least, learner dashboards. A very impressive visual view that help learners keep track of their learnings, which they need to complete or is in progress or it's overdue or they have completed already. It is very customizable. Moving on. To summarize our webinar today, I would like to give you some of the key differentiators that make SAP Litmos stand out in comparison to other learning management platforms out there. Number one, speed. There is no secret here. Litmos can be implemented and be up and running within days. Most of our clients are comfortable doing the config setup themselves. It is that easy. Number two, scale. Whether you have one user or you have thousands of users, it doesn't matter. Whether your workforce goes up or it goes down, it doesn't matter. Litmos is easily scalable and the client is charged only on active logins in that month, making management of both the licensing and the pricing very easy. Number three, content. Number of times we have reiterated this today in the webinar is only because no other platform offers these many diverse courses out of the box. Litmos has one of the best content libraries, full stop. Number four, insight. This basically means reporting and dashboards. Whether for learners or for team leaders or for admin, Litmos has it all. All standard reports are covering things like progress, course completions, assessments, logins, etc., etc. But they can easily be customized to your needs. These reports can be showcased on your personal dashboards, which are highly configurable, and objects can be moved around. Themes can be changed. Various look and feel options are available as per your needs. Number five, support. One of the other key selling factors about Litmos is that the support is local in Australia and is 24/7. Someone always is available to help. Plus, there are a heap of help guides, training materials, and video content available online, and they are all quite extensive. Lastly, security. Like any other SAP product, security comes to the forefront. GDPR compliant and only accessible to authorized users. You can set up user-based roles for your organization, which allows controlled access to your learners, leaders, and admin panel. So like you can see, in all, there is quite a lot to appreciate about this product. Now that was our last slide to present. A few other important things to cover. As part of this webinar today, we are offering some freebies. There is 1-day free consultation available from InkIT, and also a 14-day free trial on the Litmos platform. If you're interested, all you have to do is to send us an email address in the chat window now, and we will get in touch with you in the next day or so. Otherwise, we will be sending you an email with all the details later on. Let's now check the chat session to see if we have any questions. Also, I'll allow anybody to now feel free to post any questions you have. And we only have a few minutes left, so we will try and take as many questions as we can at this time.
Kabir, I think we've got a question here. If you can take, there's someone asking if it's possible to integrate Litmos with SuccessFactors.
Okay, yeah, I can take that one. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very good question. Depending on the requirement and scope, we will be able to assist you, as there are pros and cons for each. For example, if you already have implemented LMS in SuccessFactors, I don't think there is any reason for you to, go away from your native application and get something which is going to require you to do some integrations. Saying that, SAP Litmos platform compared to SuccessFactors LMS platform is much more robust and has a lot more features to offer. I strongly encourage to evaluate both the options, and then whatever suits your business needs is something that you have to go with. Yep. Thank you.
Perfect. I think there was another question. Maybe Pedro, you can assist with this one as well. It was just talking about the different file formats that LMS would incorporate. So whether SCORM or AICC file formats are acceptable for integration.
Okay. Yeah, so Litmos will allow you to upload a number of different formats, including PDF, PowerPoint, Word documents. Obviously, the LMS language is SCORM file, so SCORM file is preferable. Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure about the other format though, but I'm sure that we can actually follow up with the response.
Yep, sure. Perfect. We have another question. Kabir, this one maybe you can take. It's in regards to the license and how many licenses can you start with as a minimum for Litmos?
Cool, I can take that one. Yes. So there is no minimum requirement as such. Plus we are also giving you a 14-day free trial, so for you to try. And after that, if you want to have a number of users, whether they are 2 users, 5, or hundreds of users, it doesn't really matter. We can get the Litmos up and running for you. The good thing about Litmos is you can go in with saying that you need 400 users, but if for that month only 50 users are actively logging into the system and using the system, then you only get charged for the 50 users. So it's very scalable, very flexible that way. So I think the question is how many users you have in your organization and how many of them do you want to introduce Litmos to initially, and then you can obviously scale up and scale down.
Yeah. Got time for another question. I can take this one. Data migration from legacy system, is that possible? Yeah, definitely. So Litmos prides itself in offering a fast solution. So like we've mentioned earlier as well, there are multiple bulk data migration tools available. So bulk data can be for personnel data, or can be team data, or even to the level of your course materials as well. So there are CSV templates that are available on the platform itself that you can populate and upload a lot of the data through. Cool. I think we've got one more question. Does the product have the option of instructor scheduler, and can it be integrated with Success Factor, Employee Central for instructor work schedule? If the instructor is overbooked, can it update the overtime records in Success Factor, etc.? Kabir, would you like to weigh in on that one?
Correct. Yeah. So I think again we are getting into the integration, and like I mentioned before, I mean, a Success Factor is also a SAP product, and it also has a LMS platform inbuilt. So I mean, it all comes down to whether you want to keep using what you have in Success Factors out of the box, or if you want to buy a SAP Litmos. If you do, then yes, all the integrations are possible. There are various APIs, and we can make it talk to Employee Central for you. Should be okay.
Yep. We've got another question. This one is regarding APIs. So asking if the APIs are standard, can we have custom created as per the requirements as well? So sorry, I'll rephrase that. Is it just the standard APIs, or whether they can have custom APIs as well? Kabir, do you want to take that one?
Yes, yes. So like I told you in one of the slides before, Nikita, good question. We do have 30 plus API, 30 plus applications that come out of the box integrated with the APIs. But yes, there is, you can obviously have custom built APIs. Will require some developers and some integration knowledge, and that can be done.
It's a REST-based API that Litmos works with, isn't it?
Correct. Yes, it's all Litmos APIs are REST-based APIs, and it's pretty much standard integration protocols that apply.
Sure. I think that's all the time we have for questions. There are some more questions. We'll aim to get back to you offline with those. So thank you everyone for making the time to attend today's session. Also a big thank you to Pedro and SAP for your support, in addition with all the other Inc. IT team members as well. We'll be doing more of these sessions going forward. So please contact us if you think Litmos can help your training needs. Inc. IT will be more than happy to assist whenever we can. You'll be getting a short survey straight after this. Will be great if you can answer that. It helps us improve going forward. Stay safe and see you next time. Thanks for attending.